Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rebecca. So in this video I'm going to show you how to solve Cambridge IGCSE ICT paper 3. This is May June 2021 and this is paper 31. For this question paper I'm going to solve the data analysis task. For website authoring I have done this task. You may go through my channel to find the video. Okay, so let's go straight to the spreadsheet task. Okay, you're going to use a spreadsheet to list properties in Bali that match the location and the room type entered by the user. Open and examine the files J2131 ohms and J2131 rate. Okay, so we need to open the files ohms and rate. Ohms and rate. Okay, these are the files. Okay, you can just expand so that you can see clearly. Okay, so in this table we have location, and then we have the properties in those locations. Okay, and for this table we have code, number of persons, rate per night, and breakfast. Okay, data has been placed into cell. Okay, open and examine the file list in a spreadsheet package. Okay, so this is the file we are going to be working on. Okay, data has been placed into cells B4 and B5 to help you test your model. Okay, cell B4 and B5. Place in the header, left aligned, the text list prepared by. Okay, list prepared by, left aligned in the header. Okay, left aligned, list prepared by, followed by a space, your name, center number, and candidate number. Okay, followed by a space, your name, center number, and candidate number. Okay, then a space followed by on, a space, on, then followed by a space, and today's automated date, space, and then automated date. Okay, so current date. Okay, save this as a spreadsheet with the file name, with this file name followed by your center number and candidate number. Okay, okay, save as. Followed with your center number and then candidate number. Save this as in the file format you're working on, and then save. That's it. Okay, format the spreadsheet to look like this. Okay, we need to format the spreadsheet to look like this. Format the merge cells A1 to B1 to contain white 28 point text on a black background. Okay, this cell is merged, A1 to B1. Okay, let me just double confirm. Okay, A1 to B1. Format the merge cells A1 to B1. Is A1 to B1 merged? A1 to B1. Okay, I'm going to merge this. Okay, so it should contain 28 point text and black background. Okay, the text is white, 28, and then the background is black. Okay, then we need to format it to look like this. Okay, so we need to adjust this row 2 Okay, I just wrote 2. Okay, list of suitable properties for your location, your chosen location. Okay, this is let's see, is it merged? It's actually merged. A3 to B3. Okay, A3 to B3 merged. Okay, make it bold. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, any other thing? Let's see the alignment. Okay, this is center aligned. All of these are center aligned, and this also center aligned. Okay, all of this center aligned. Okay, that's all. Okay, this is done. So enter a function in cell B7 which, depending on the room time, looks up the number of persons from the file rate. Okay, let's just check first. Based on the room type. Okay, based on this room type, okay, we need to enter in cell B7. Okay, and we need to get the data from the file rate. Okay, so we need to find the number of person based on this code. Okay, so that means we're going to use VLOOKUP, because look up the room type, comma, the table array, okay, would be this, okay, comma, our column index. Okay, our data is in column 2, and then 0 exact match. Okay, so number of person is 3. Okay, enter a function in cell B8. Depending on the room type, displays whether breakfast is provided. Okay, let's check again. Depending on the room type, we need to enter our data here. Depending on the room type, we need to check whether breakfast is provided. Let's check our table. Okay, so here is where our answer is. So that means we need to select up to here. So that is VLOOKUP. Okay, based on the room type. Okay, so equal VLOOKUP the room type, the table array, okay, and our column index will be 4 because that's where our answer is, comma, then false, or you use 0, close. Okay, so we have the answer. Okay, cells B10 to B15 must display the names of properties in the location entered in B4. Okay, let's check. Okay, based on the location entered in B4 here, okay, it must display these properties, the properties. Okay, if there are less than 6 properties displayed in the location, cells not displaying a property name should be blank. Okay, so this will be question 2 and this will be question 1. Okay, so enter a formula in cell B10 that displays the first property and then replicates this formula in cells B11 to B15. So we need to enter a formula here first to display the name of the property, okay, based on this location. Okay, based on this location, and we can find that in which table? Okay, this table here. We can find that in this table. So based on this location, okay, it will give us the list of properties for this location. So for us to do that, we need to identify which formula to use. So this is going to be HLOOKUP. And the reason why we are using HLOOKUP is because the data, the lookup values are in they are horizontal. Okay, we can find them horizontally. Okay, so our formula will be HLOOKUP. So equal HLOOKUP, look up this value in the table array. Okay, our table array is from B2 to H8, comma. So what will be our row index? Now we are not specifying one row now. Okay, so what we are going to do is we can make use of this value here. Okay, so when we say A10 we have 1. Okay, so we are telling the system to look at row 1. Okay, but we are going to add +1 to it. Okay, we will add +1 to it. So we'll say A10 +1. Okay, so it looks at row 1 and then look at row 2 and then +1, look at row 3, look at row 4, look at row 5 until it's get the correct answer, then comma, exact match. Okay, so we have Taman Villas. Okay, let's just confirm. So let's see. Okay, so we have Taman Villas, that's correct. Now we need to drag this formula down. But when we drag this formula, of course this B4 will change. Okay, which we do not want. So because we do not want this B4 to change, we need to make it absolute. We need to make it absolute by putting the $sign. Okay, so you put the $sign. So that the value does not change. Okay, and then we can drag this down. Okay, so when we drag this down, we have all the values. Okay, now if you go to the question, it says if there are less than 6 properties available in that location, cells not displaying a property name should be blank. Okay, if there are less than 6 properties, so that means this for Hubert, if you look at it here, it has less than 6 properties, it has just 5. So that's why the last one is showing blank, and it's showing 0. We want it to show blank. So for it to show blank, we need to put an if statement. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy, edit the formula, okay, to put an if statement. So I'm going to write if, okay, then open bracket, if this value, okay, if this value is equal to 0, then display blank. Okay, else, okay, what I'm just going to copy this lookup function, this HLOOKUP function. Okay, else, display the value, and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to drag down. Okay, so we can see that this is now empty. Okay, that's done. Save your spreadsheet and then print your spreadsheet showing the formula. Okay, so let's save our spreadsheet first and then go to formulas and then show formulas. Okay, you need to expand this. You might want to reduce this. Okay, so to print, it should be landscape. Row or column headings are displayed and the content of all cells are fully visible. Okay, so go to File, Print, Page Setup. Okay, it should be landscape. Row and column headings are fully visible. Okay, so you have just one page, and that's it. Okay, print your spreadsheet showing the values. Okay, print out fits on a single portrait. Okay, we need to print our spreadsheet showing the values. So show formula, show value. Okay, showing the value, then go to file, print, page setup. So it should be portrait. Okay, it is portrait. Row and column headings are not displayed. Okay, row and column headings not displayed. Okay, so this is what you should have. Okay, change the data to produce a list of properties with a room type of G in Nusa Lembongan. Okay, so we need to change this value. Okay, we'll change the name and the room type to G. Okay, the room type is G, and this is, okay, the location is Nusa. Just center align this. Okay, we can see that the values has been changed. So print your spreadsheet showing the values. Print out fits on a single portrait. Row and column headings are not displayed. Okay, file, print out, print. Okay, so it's portrait. Row and column headings are not displayed. Okay, then you can print. Okay, this is done. Okay, and that's all for this question paper. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.